Hey everyone, what if I told you that you could get all the key takeaways from a 5-hour, super intensive masterclass on presenting in just the next few minutes? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We are breaking down the absolute essentials you need to become a master presenter. And look, this isn't just a nice-to-have skill. It's something that can completely change the entire direction of your career.
Okay, let's just dive right in with a really important question. I want you to think about this. In your business, who controls the mic? Seriously, because here's the unvarnished truth of it all. The person holding that microphone, they're the one who wins. They're the one leading the conversation, forging the connections, and ultimately driving the real growth.
And if you're not the one holding that mic, well, you're not just kind of missing out. No, you are actively losing opportunities every single day. This is so much more than just giving a speech. It's about seizing control of the entire narrative and putting yourself, finally, in the driver's seat of your own success.
So, the big question is, how do you grab that mic, right? Well, it all starts with having the right toolkit. Think of it like this. There are 5 core presentations that every single professional out there has got to master. This is your essential gear for any stage you find yourself on. And I mean any stage, whether it's a fancy boardroom, a simple Zoom call, or even a local coffee shop meetup.
All right, so let's break them down. First up, you've got your personal story. This is hands down your most powerful recruiting tool. Then there's the opportunity presentation, which is basically the engine for your growth. Number 3 is the getting started presentation, which is all about giving your new people a launchpad for success right out of the gate. 4th is skill set mastery, which is designed to take total amateurs and turn them into pros. And finally, the big one, the keynote presentation. This is how you scale your influence from just one-on-one to one-to-many.
You can really think of these first 4 in 2 main buckets. The first 2, your story and the opportunity pitch, those are your tools for growth. They're what you use to attract new customers and new team members. Then the next 2, that's the getting started and skill set mastery, those are built for longevity. They're what makes sure your team can actually duplicate success and, stick around for the long haul.
Okay, so while all 5 of these are absolutely critical, I want to focus on a specific combination that's like a signature 1-2 punch for explosive growth. And that is your personal story paired with your keynote. See, your story is perfect for that intimate one-on-one connection, but your keynote, that's how you scale. That's how you go from recruiting one person at a time to bringing a whole crowd of people into your world.
So how do we build a keynote that actually works? We have to start with this timeless piece of wisdom from Maya Angelou. It's not about the facts we rattle off, it's all about the feeling you create in that room. And that idea, that's the entire foundation of what's called the story Braid framework. It's a specific structure for presentations that really connect emotionally and, more importantly, inspire people to take action.
So here's how that 4-step process works. First, you connect with their heart. You show the audience you get them, you understand their journey. Because once their heart is open, their mind is going to follow. That's your moment to teach to the gap, to provide real value and insight. After that, you've got to give them a super clear call to action, telling them exactly what the next step is. And then you wrap it all up, you close with a final story that just reinforces everything you've just taught them.
Okay, so let's say you've done it. You've used the story Braid framework, you've crafted this really powerful talk. The natural next question is, where do you actually deliver it? Like, where are all the stages just waiting for you?
This right here simplifies the entire world of speaking opportunities into 4 easy quadrants. Let's break it down. On the left side, you've got other people stages, or OPS. That just means you're leveraging audiences that someone else already built. On the right, you've got your own stages, the ones you create from scratch. And you'll see both of those categories have digital options, like online stuff, and physical, in-person options.
All right, so where should you start? I'm going to give you a really simple rule of thumb here. If your business is making less than $250,000 a year, your entire focus should be on other people's stages, 100%. Why? It's simple. You get to tap into audiences that are already built on podcasts, at summits, at local meetups, without having to spend a dime of your own money.
And if you're wondering if it's worth the effort, just look at this quote from Warren Buffett. He estimates that just by becoming a great presenter, you can increase your value by 50% annually. Think about that for a second. That is an absolutely staggering return on investment for mastering just one single skill.
Now, of course, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. For so many people, the biggest hurdle isn't writing the talk or even finding the stage. It's the sheer terror of actually standing up there. But here's the good news. There is absolutely a way to slay that dragon of fear.
And Michael Hyatt just nails the root cause of this fear right here.
This is it. The number one reason we get scared is because we're thinking about ourselves. We get stuck in our own heads, worrying, what are they going to think of me? What if I forget my words? What if I mess up? The instant you shift your focus away from your own performance and onto the transformation you can create for your audience, that's when the fear starts to just melt away.
So how do you actually make that shift? Here are a few keys. First, you have to consciously move your focus from self to service. Make it about them, not you. Second, your vision for what you want for your audience has to be bigger than your fear. It has to be more important. Third, lean on structure. Having a clear framework is like a safety net. It kills fear because you know what's coming next. And finally, just be yourself. Seriously, don't try to be Tony Robbins or anyone else. Authenticity is your secret weapon on stage.
All right, let's bring this home. Let's talk about the single greatest asset you have as a presenter. I'm talking about the one thing that no one, and I mean no one, can ever replicate. This is your ultimate uncopyable superpower.
See, we live in what's called the influence economy. It's a world where people don't really choose the best product or the best company anymore. They choose the people they connect with, the people they feel like they know, like, and trust. And what's the absolute fastest way to build that kind of connection? It's by sharing your story.
And this brings us to this powerful, powerful truth from the amazing speaker Lisa Nichols. Think about it. Your business plan, someone can copy it. Your product, someone can make a cheaper version. But your personal story, that is your only truly uncopyable asset. It's the one thing in this entire world that is unique, 100% and powerfully yours. So I want to leave you with this challenge. So many of us get stuck asking ourselves over and over, am I ready? Am I ready yet? But you know what? That is the totally wrong question. The real question, the one your future is asking you right now, is this. Are you willing? Are you willing to step up, to finally take the mic, and to share the story that only you can tell?